All right, if I can have your attention, call the Board of Public Works and Meeting Council Chambers in Peru, Indiana to order May 16th at 4 p.m. Reading and approval of the minutes of the last meeting.
Correction of the minutes. Under new business, the request from Nancy Eisenbrenner, sorry. I believe we tabled that for a month, which would make it our June 6th meeting instead of the May 16th meeting.
Okay.
I'll second that to amend it.
All right. So the correct date would be June 16th,
June 6th
June 6th,
at 4 p.m.
instead of May 16th at 4 p.m.
Correct. And I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes with that correction.
Second.
Okay, motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew with the correction to be submitted as written. All in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Payment of claims in the amount of $83,950.42.
I'll make a motion that we amend the agenda, which reads 83,450.42 to read 83,950.42.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to amend the agenda to change the amount from $83,450.42 to $83,950.42. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, have it. Now I need a motion to payment of claims in the amount of $83,950.42.
I'll make a motion to approve that amended claim.
Second.
Motion been made by Matthew, seconded by Ron. Payment of claims in the amount of $83,950.42 be made. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Regular payroll in the amount of $200,464.81.
I'll make a motion, we approve the regular payroll as presented.
Second.
Motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew. Regular payroll in the amount of $200,464.81 be made. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Moving right along. Old business is request from Nancy Eisenbrenner to have stop signs installed at the corner of West Canal and Walnut Street. This was tabled last time, should have been brought back up June the 6th instead of tonight. Anything else under that? Also, request from Bridget Richardson, Dalton, to close portions of West Canal and West 2nd Street on August 26th, 2023 from 4 to 5 p.m. for the annual Through the Trees Overdose Awareness Walk. This item was tabled at the May 2nd meeting, be brought back up tonight.
Hello.
There you are. I knew you were sitting out there. So, did you check with the?
Yeah, I spoke with some of the parties down there at the housing project. They're worried to commit at this point just because of all the constructions going on now closer to time, depending on how things go, because where you would be walking right now is right through the heart of where they're doing all the construction.
Right.
So that everything's out there and they're concerned about liability, of course.
We actually have an alternate route that we were actually talking about. Since safety was a concern, we know Park Avenue does have sidewalks, or at least a ground that you can actually subside on and walk down that way, like grassy area. Why don't we take it down Park Avenue and then Main Street on the sidewalk, and then down to Homan to Riverview? And then just ask for increased security from the police officers, so that way there's no extra budget coming out.
Extra parole and
Just-
blocking off roads.
Not blocking off roads, just extra patrol.
Right.
Extra parole.
Just staying on the sidewalk
Yeah,
and from home and clear on back down to Canal and then.
yeah.
Okay, so
Police chief,
That would be fine.
okay. So,
what about where you're going to gather to start? Is there going to be,
West City Ballpark.
okay, so you do it at West City,
Yeah.
you'll have plenty of room there, okay?
So it's a straight shot down Park Avenue, and then we'll get it right on Main Street on the sidewalk, take it down, and it's still being notarized, so everybody's gonna see it.
Sure.
And see what we're doing, and then take it down Homan, and we'll run right into Riverview.
Okay. And it'd still be on the same date and time?
Yes.
Which, can you refresh my memory on that?
August 26th at, what, 4 to 5
Well, the event starts at 3, but the walk's not gonna actually start until 4.
till 4? So, you know, what you do down West City Park for, you can be down there all day.
Yeah.
If you want to. I mean, that's not going to be the problem. Problem would be the security that we would need once you start your walk.
Right,
So the walk itself actually starts at 4 or 3?
4.
4? Okay. Have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the request as amended to go on August 26th from 4 to 5 from West City Park to Main Street to Holman, Holman to Canal, and granting extra patrol from the police department.
Second.
Motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew. Granting the request for the walk. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, moving right along. New business. Opening bids for the annual fireworks display on July 4th, 2023. Go ahead and open the bids. You only have one, right?
One bid. We have one bid from Foreman Blasters with a proposed bid of $9,500.
I'll make a motion, we accept the bids as presented.
Second.
Motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew, that the annual bid for fireworks display on July 4th, 2023, in the amount of $9,500 be granted. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank-
Questions or anything?
No questions. Evidently,
I got bigger sparklers and bigger fountains. That's all we're gonna do this year. I'm gonna throw the sparklers out in the air and fountains and then, thank you, good night.
hopefully we'll be able to film it and live stream it again this year.
And
So,
I've talked with the band and we'll do the same thing like we always do. During the anthem, we'll start with some red, white, and blue stuff and then go right into the show right after that. So,
okay,
Your reputation precedes you here.
absolutely.
Does that include 10 of the 25-inch shells?
yeah, the 25s.
I got one question. You still have those?
I do.
Okay.
Can I still use them?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Well, we don't have the barricade, I was
Well,
gonna
you
sign.
got signs, you need barricades, okay. Good. I got 4 of them.
I will have to come back to the board for the closure of West City Park, and I'll get that written up for the next meeting or so.
Okay.
We'll do that again when we shut the sidewalk down.
I guess with that, I'd say you'll go out with a bang.
What they say.
All right, moving right along. Peru Police Department requests to hire Colby Crowe as a probationary officer. City of Peru, Dear Board of Public Works members, I'm requesting to hire Colby Crowe as a probationary officer with the Peru City Police Department. Mr. Crowe has successfully completed the test process, passed public safety, and has been approved by the Indiana Public Retirement System. Mr. Crowe's hire date would be May 30th, 2023. Crowe is a graduate of Southwood High School and is currently working at the Wabash County Sheriff's Department as a transport deputy. Respectfully, Dan Sofianis, Chief of Police.
I'll make a motion, we approve the request to hire Mr. Crowe as a probationary officer.
Second.
Motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew. Peru Police Department can hire Colby Crowe as a probationary officer. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Glad to have you aboard. Next from Peru Police Department. Dear board members of Public Works, I am requesting that probationary officer Andrew Dougherty employment status be changed to full-time. Officer Dougherty will have been with Peru Police Department for 1 year on May the 2nd, 2023. He has successfully completed all mandated training required by the state of Indiana and the Peru Police Department. Thank you for your time and consideration in approving this request. Respectfully submitted, Dan Sofianis.
I'll make a motion to approve the request to hire him full-time employment status to Andrew, I can't say his last name, Dougherty? Dougherty? Doherty. Okay.
Second.
Motion been made by Matthew, seconded by Ron. We accept the change in status. Is it Doherty or Doherty? Doherty? Change the status of Andrew Doherty from probationary to full-time. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Moving right along. Peru Fire Department reporting that the resignation of firefighter Evan Kaufman. Says, City of Peru Fire Department, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be part of the Peru Fire Department over the last 5 years, as I am incredibly grateful. However, my career goals have changed, and I feel that it is time for me to pursue another opportunity that is more aligned with my aspirations. Please use this letter as my official resignation. My last day with PFD will end of shift May 21st, 2023. I will make every effort to make this transition as smooth and seamless as possible. Thank you again. Respectfully, Evan Kaufman.
I'll make a motion to approve the request and accept the resignation.
Second.
Motion been made by Ron, seconded Matthew. approve the request resignation of firefighter Everett Kaufman. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Moving right along. Request from Nate Hagan for street closures on June 11th. Says following 9 a.m. Mass Sunday, June 11th, approximately 10 a.m. Procession from church building beginning at 58 West 5th, proceeding south to Main Street. Continue east on Main to Broadway, north on Broadway to 7th Street, east on 7th to Miami, returning to 58 West 5th Street. Procession limited to public sidewalk. Police presence requested for safety at intersections. Approximately 50 participants. Mr. Hagan here tonight?
I don't think so. Is that going to be a problem, Chief? Making sure we
No,
have
we-
extra patrol?
We do it, I think, every year.
I'll make a motion to approve the request as presented.
Second?
Motion been made by Ron, seconded Matthew. Nate Hagan's request be given as presented. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Communications, anything from the board?
We have to, the one thing, the H&R building that Jim Tidd emailed us about, we may have, if we need to close.
Okay, first of all, we'll need a motion to amend the agenda. I forgot about a request from Jim Tidd on this.
So I'll make a motion to amend the agenda to include the granting of closing parking spaces around the H&R building on Broadway for repairs on that building.
Second.
Motion been made by Matthew, seconded by Ron, to amend the agenda to include presentation of Jim Tidd in order to work on the H&R Block building and to have some of the parking spaces around there blocked off. All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Now, with this request, does he say exactly where he wanted them blocked?
He didn't, he just said the parking spaces around, but I mean, I would think it's just the 3 on the side, because there's only 1 on the front, and there's the light, the traffic light's right in front of it, so I'm pretty sure he's talking about the, what do you call it, this, what's that stuff material put on the side of the building?
Stucco.
Stucco. I think that's what they were gonna do, stucco the side of the building.
So do we have any issues if we close the sidewalk intersection there? I mean, I know we had it closed
Are they
around,
repairing?
they're repairing the
We
building.
blocked it before because it was falling off.
Right.
So we can just do it again.
So, because
Yeah,
we'll
just-
just block the whole section around the building there.
It'd be this,
Over there on the second.
right,
Yes.
the east-west
second,
sidewalk is primarily,
yeah. Okay.
there'll be tuck pointing there in the front though too.
Right, so we'll have to go from the north edge of the building, south
Okay.
to the corner, including the corner, and then all the way down, because I mean, they've already got the scaffolding set up in the alley.
Okay.
I know they were doing that today, so.
Okay.
They're looking to start that tomorrow morning, and
Okay.
that's why he hit us up yesterday. He didn't think it was gonna be that quick, but
Yeah, we'll do, I think we've got some sidewalks closed ahead and stuff down there.
Okay, so we can get
Yeah,
that,
we'll
that
get
wouldn't be a
that out
problem
first.
for you if we get that done
Yeah,
tonight.
6 o'clock, okay.
yeah, 'cause they've got barricades up down there now around the drain, right?
Yes, yeah. Yep.
So that's another issue we were talking about earlier today, so.
I'll make a motion to approve the request to block off the sidewalk and parking areas immediately surrounding the H&R Block building as requested.
Second?
Motion been made by Ron, seconded by Matthew, that we accept Jim Tidd's recommendation and request of blocking off sidewalk and some of the parking around the old H&R Block building so that they can go through with their tuck point. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Any other communication. Anything, any communications from the audience? No? Go ahead.
I have a short presentation on behalf of one of our citizens, if I might. The lady's name is Debbie Bell.
Bell?
I'm going to read her synopsis of what happened, I think, last Wednesday.
What was her last name?
Bell,
Bell.
B-E-L-L. On Wednesday, the mowing crew from the city of Peru began mowing my grass. I ran out and asked the gentleman to please don't do that. I can't afford whatever fine this is going to be, which I thought I had more time. I showed him the receipt from the attempted delivery notice from May the 2nd. I explained that I have the actual notice, but because I have cancer and am undergoing chemo treatment, my immune system doesn't allow me to wander around in public. He listened to me and was kind, but he was not prepared to change his task. He called his supervisor and we chatted while we waited. His supervisor arrived in just a few minutes. This is the guy people were roasting in other comments for measuring people's grass. His name is Bill. Bill greeted me and listened while I repeated my story. I also told him I had someone who could come out and mow my grass on Sunday. So my request would be to the city of Peru would be that we waive the penalty fees for this lady who is undergoing chemotherapy, who cannot get out and take care of the tall grass. I think it would be a good gesture on our part to show her, hey, we are a city that cares, and under the circumstances, I would like to see the city waive the penalty fee for this lady.
Rather than putting it out there for the public, do you have her address and everything?
I do not have her address, Mayor.
Okay.
So I wanted to share that.
And we can, if you'll come up and talk to Ron and
Yeah,
Rebecca, we'll see what we can do on that, because without knowing the address and everything and the complete circumstances. But I do appreciate you bringing
Okay,
that
thank
to
you,
our
Mayor.
attention.
thank you.
Anything else from the audience? If not, we're up for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Matthew, seconded by Ron, up for adjournment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Aye.